Now a word from our cafe kangaroo.
Welcome to Blind Cafe's Naked DJs podcast, where every day we expose ourselves to the very best music. Some days we like to shake it up, some days we let it all hang out, and others we just like to stick it out there for you to listen to.
Good evening, Blind Cafe Radio listeners. Welcome to another edition of the Naked DJ Podcast. I'm your host for tonight, Dr. Johnny Love. Wild Man Chris Wild was supposed to be the host, but he had another job he got to do, so it fell over to me, and that's pretty cool. Anyway, our last podcast ended the year 2020. This is the brand new podcast for 2021, podcast number 8. And tonight, we're going to be interviewing our house band, Blind Cafe's house band, Sight Unseen, with John, Corey, and Brad. And I'd like to thank our DJs, Curtis, Tom, MJ, Maria, and myself for being all in here to do it. So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Doing really well.
All right.
Just awesome.
Doing good here. Having fun.
Good. Hanging in there.
Alrighty. So, let's see. Let's kick off with Brad, I guess. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Brad. We'll go down Brad, then you, then Brad, then Corey, then John.
Well, let's see. What do you need to know? I'm the bassist in the band. I'm from Ontario. I guess you guys know we're all from Ontario here, and I guess I work part-time and play music part-time, and just dealing with being locked up with COVID right now.
Corey, you're also up. Tell us about you.
Well, I work full-time, unfortunately. I mean, it's fortunate in that, it's a job, but I love playing drums. I play with Sight Unseen, and we have a good time here in Ontario.
Excellent. John, how about you?
I'm a full-time musician. I was a mechanic, but I retired and decided to play music full-time. It's not really paying the bills right now with the COVID, so I'm driving a snowplow in the meantime.
What do you do in the band?
Everything.
He's our utility switch hitter. We need a fatter guitar sound. We bring, his ideas in. He's our ringer.
I'm a lead guitar player and the lead singer.
Also, you're the producer, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm the producer as well.
Like he said, he does everything.
Alrighty, let's kick off the questions here. I'll go first. This is for John. What made you decide to go into music in general, I guess, just put it that way, in general?
It's just the love of it. It's a passion. Ever since I was young, I just loved music, and I just had this need to play.
Have you been playing all along?
I've been playing since I was 10 years old.
That was going to be my question. That's awesome.
Give us a history on you guys been together. How'd you guys hook up?
We've been together about 3 years, I guess, now. And we all met at an open jam that another band I'm in hosts. And Corey and Brad, they were not quite up to par musician-wise, and I took them under my wing, and I brought them up to the professional status that they're at now.
Yeah, he's like our granddad. We're not worthy. He's really helped us shape our musical identities, because we had the passion, but we didn't have context, and, John helped us develop that and come up with what became our sound.
And Brad, how long have you been playing the guitar?
So I started playing guitar, I guess, about 8-9 years ago. And it was kind of halfway through the COVID lockup that I decided I'd try playing bass. And so John had been playing bass for a while. He can play bass, drums, and guitar. And
all at the same
I found
time?
I could gravitate. Yeah. He's a freak. And I found I gravitate toward the bass a little bit more than guitar. So
yeah, I was about to ask which was more easier to play, a regular guitar or a bass guitar.
I find a bass guitar is much easier to play.
Is it because of the strings on it, or why?
You're only worrying about one note at a time on a bass, whereas a guitar, you're playing 3, 4, 5 strings at a time, single notes at a time. You're bending strings. There's a lot going on, and you need to kind of be able to sit back and just play and not constantly be worrying about what's coming up next and how my fingers should be situated and how far to bend the string. It's just a lot busier.
Bass is more of a feel.
All right, Corey, how about you? How did you get into playing the music and stuff, especially the drums? And how long have you been behind the kit?
I've been behind the kit for about 5 years now. And it was always something that I wanted to do since I was a little kid. I didn't beat the pots and pans, or my mom would have beat me. But it was something that when some open time came up for me and I had nothing to do, I started learning how to play. It's kind of always been a bit of a passion.
So I got a question for you though, Corey. You started playing the drums 5 years ago, and I know that you met John and Brad and everybody in the band about 3 years ago. But usually, when it comes to blind people, I should say, I'm trying to think of the correct word here, but usually when it comes to being around your own kind, or, I don't really want to use the word stereotypical, but how did you get away from the blind community? That's the word I'm looking for. And set out to play in a regular band and not play with other blind people.
Well, the opportunity I was not raised in an environment where the blind community was particularly prominent. I was brought in and integrated right from kindergarten, and it was regular school, met all kinds of people. And when it came time to learn to play, I didn't have a great deal of blind community to draw on to jam with. Me being the regular guy with the regular folks. And that's how it came about.
So in other words, you've been at the bar since 10.
No, I wish I was at the bar since I was 10, but,
Question for you guys. During non-COVID normalcy, how busy are you guys, and do you all do your own bookings?
I'm fairly busy. I play in 2 bands, 3 bands, including this one. And I'm playing every weekend. And yeah, we do all our own bookings. We call bars, we go to bars, we drop off posters, whatever we could do to find work.
That's awesome. So when you guys first played together, all right, so I'm gonna dig in a little bit deep here. When you guys were first playing together, how bad was it? I mean, were you guys coordinated? Were you guys way off? How long did it take you to play properly before you played in front of people?
I don't want to look at any of the videos, put it that way.
Well, you know what? I was sort of like a seizure victim. I did not have a lot of proper coordination, and it looked rather humorous. I'm surprised that we actually got through a song because it was so gigalicious. I just had no form, and it was funny looking.
Were you ready to pull your hair out a couple times, John?
Oh, absolutely. I still pull my hair out all the time.
Oh, John was looking at Corey probably going, I'm going to mold him in my image.
That's right. Yeah, when I first met Corey in the bar, and he would come to our jam session and play, and I would just say to him, "Come over to my place, and I'll fix up some of your little bad habits and some of your technique." And he picks it up really quick. I only had to smack him a couple of times.
Only a couple?
Those were the only times where there's some grievousness.
I don't know, because I've heard some stories from Corey, John, about, I think one time you guys are playing at the, the Anchor, and he wasn't hitting the right things. You kind of walked up behind him, was giving him a little kick in the backside to get him back on track.
That was actually during practice. It was hilarious because I wasn't counting in. Actually, it was one of the songs that we did for you guys. It was "Keep Your Hands to Yourself."
Oh, he didn't keep his hands to himself, did he?
Well, no, he did. It was his feet.
Yeah, I just kind of kicked the tempo of the song in his seat behind him, and then he could feel what the tempo was supposed to be, and then he locked right into it.
It's actually ingenious.
That's a good way to do it.
These guys are known as the Blind Cafe in-house band. Can you tell us how that happened?
Well, it was the Blind Cafe's birthday. I was really excited about getting together with these guys. And we were talking to Julie about it, or I was, and she asked if we could do something. So went back to the guys, and they said, sure. And we did it.
How long did it take you guys to put a show together for the first time, for the first house show?
I'm not sure. How long did we work on it?
Oh, well, we would practice it all the time. So probably took like 4 months for the very first show.
On the, you guys just got done doing a house show for New Year's Eve for 2020, right before we moved into 2021 here. I can't remember the name of the song that you sang there, John. You said that you guys wrote it. So, and Corey told me also you've been writing again. How's that going for you?
It's fun. Yeah, it's going well. We just kind of, me and Corey will go to the studio and we'll just start jamming out some grooves, and next thing you know, a song appears.
That's the best way to do it.
It's like giving birth. It just all of a sudden happens.
Yeah, but it's not painful.
No.
Sometimes it's painful.
Oh, it can be.
Maybe for you.
So what was the first club that you guys played in as a group? I know you guys got together 3 years ago, but how long did it take you before you played in your very first club?
When did we do? Oh God, I can't even remember. The bars and the shows just all blend together.
Too much beer.
You know what? It was about 3 months after we started playing together, I think, that we jumped up on stage.
You guys was
and got
nervous
together.
As can be too.
Yeah, Corey was.
Yeah, I almost soiled myself.
He kept saying to me, "Are you sure I could do this, John? Are you sure I could do this?" Everybody loves him. He looks so happy behind the kid. He's always got a big smile on his face, like he's having a great time.
So, in the wrestling business, we have a thing called ring rats. Do you guys have ring rats? Basically, women that follow you from show to show.
Yeah, what they're called is groupies.
You guys call them groupies, yes.
Yeah, we're too old and not good looking enough to have groupies.
No, the groupie time is passed us by.
Okay, so then you have gropies. How's that?
Well, that depends on if they sit at the table with them.
We all each have our one groupie that we bring with us.
Yeah. And they protect us from might happening. Yeah. Because you never know what could come up. And nowadays, you have to be careful and cautious.
All right, John, it sounds like you have been in the music business longer than everybody else. So my question to you is, when you were younger, what was your most embarrassing moment with a groupie? Not details. Don't give details.
Well, I remember one time I was playing, and on the side of the stage, I could see this girl standing there staring at me. And I talked to her in between the set, and she's like, I love watching you play the drums. It's just amazing. So then in the next set, I go up and I'm playing, and I drop my sticks. And she's standing there looking at me.
And she wouldn't even help out. I remember a couple of times, because in the wintertime, your hands get really dry, and you are more susceptible to dropping sticks. And unlike that woman, John actually dove under his kit to grab me my stick back during a show. I remember that. It's like, okay, I can get through this. Maybe I'll find the stick bag. Maybe we can finish the song. No problem. And all of a sudden, smack, into my hand comes the stick that was under there. It's a great thing when it happens because you can get caught out when it doesn't.
All right, Brad.
Yep.
Are you married?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been married?
Like 26 years.
Wow.
Holy shnikes.
You've been in prison for that long?
24 this year.
Yeah.
Any chance of parole?
Oh, I don't like the way he said that. Yeah, MJ, did you hear that?
I heard that.
Brad is a house husband.
I'm a house husband.
His wife goes to work.
I'm a kept man.
Brad does all the cooking, the housework.
So, in other words, the wife works.
And she bought him a sexy guitar, man.
Oh, yeah, she makes the money.
So
sweet.
So does that mean she goes to bed at nighttime with the guitar and you sleep on the couch?
Yeah.
Well, I used to be the house husband, but now I actually went out and got a job, so I get to work too. But my wife still makes the larger portion of the income.
So
musicians.
Is the wife understanding? Is it easy to coordinate married life and band life?
Oh yeah, she loves it that I'm home during the day and whatever I want to do at night, I do whatever I want to do at night, I do at night. She doesn't care.
You know what? It sounds like there's more of a story there, Brad.
As long as dinner's on the table.
He's a really good cook too.
Does he cook for you guys too?
He has.
Yeah, I've cooked for them. Yeah.
So what? Do you guys go over once a week over to Brad's house and say, hey, he's cooking tonight?
No, but that's a great idea.
Yeah, it is.
We should do that.
We need a studio over here now.
Actually, what it is, MJ, he probably comes up with, meals for the day and stuff. They puts a little menu out and stuff, and then they look at it and go, oh, okay, let's go over to Brad's house on Thursday night,
Yes, cocktails.
So did you get married very young, Brad, or are you like real old right now?
No, I'm 52.
Oh yeah, that's old.
Yeah, so
excuse me, what? Excuse me?
Sorry, I'm getting ready to turn 50, so.
First wife. I'm on my second.
Old, MJ.
It is. It's very old.
Tom, did you hear
Get
that?
ready.
Did you hear that?
Why, back in my day, I enjoyed being 50.
Back in my day, we walked
both ways.
Against the wind.
How long have you been married, John? Or are you married?
I was married. I am divorced. I was married for 18 years, and now I'm on my second wife.
Well, I hope you let her up sometimes. And Corey, I know you're not married, but you have some honey now, don't you?
Yeah, I'm seeing somebody. And she protects me from groupies.
You know what are you talking about? You've never seen her before.
Oh, yeah, I have.
You're dating somebody.
I'm dating somebody, but I've never seen her.
Are you sure it's a her?
Yeah. That I am most certain of.
It's nice to know that she's into blind dates.
Well, yeah.
She picked him up at the bar coming out of the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, true story.
Well, it was more like a Bruce Springsteen thing. She was coming in and I was walking out. And we stopped to have a bit of a natter while my friend was busy in the washroom. And I said, well, I got to go because I was his wingman that night. I don't know how that works. The blind guy gets to be the wingman. But coming out, and I just took her number.
I've done that.
Now, do you have a little bit of sight, Corey, or are you completely blind?
Well, my eyes do not see the glory. Well, absolutely none.
Okay, yeah, no, I understand. The reason why I was asking because you said you walked out of the bathroom, but your friend was still in the bathroom, so I didn't know if do you use a cane when you go to the gigs?
At that point, Skipper was still working. No, he wasn't. I used a cane that day. It was a cane day.
Now, when you say Skipper, is that your guide dog or is that a friend of yours?
Oh, that's my guide dog. He's enjoying a leisurely existence now. He's old and he had to put up with me for a long time, so give him a break.
He doesn't have Skipper as a guide dog. Now he has Brad as the guide dog.
Oh, cool, Brad. Does that mean you got to wear the harness and everything? And do people pet you?
No, he trusts me that I'll hold on to him, but people do pet me still as I go by. Yeah.
Corey tried to use me as his guide dog, but instead of taking him to the men's room, I took him to the girls' bathroom. Inside a phone booth and told him it was the bathroom.
Hey, as long as there's drainage, who cares?
True. Besides, you can make a call while you was,
Yeah.
So
take care of.
My question to you guys is: are you guys wanting to go as far as you can with Sight Unseen, or is this just a weekly thing? As in just getting together, jamming, and going to clubs and doing that, or are you guys wanting to take it a little bit further?
I don't think at this point of our lives there's much chance of taking it any farther. Unless one of our songs takes off, but I think we're just going to do the local bar scene and the jamming in the studio.
Do you guys have any upcoming projects that you're working on? Anything that people need to know about?
Well, we have 3 original songs down, whole album put together.
That was going to be my next question, and Curtis got it. I was going to ask you how many songs that you guys have that you call your very own, because I know you guys sing a lot of covers. What is your favorite cover that you guys like to sing together as a group?
I think The Letter's probably one of our favorites.
Oh, they do a great job on The Letter. It was in the New Year's Eve show.
I think The Letter and one of the ones Corey sings, Ride On, by
that's a
by
good one too.
AC/DC's a lot of fun too.
Yeah, he does a great version of that. He really does.
Well, thank you. It's a lot of fun to play too.
Now, so we have you 3 here. So we're missing 1 or 2 more members. Scott and who else?
Scott and Rob. They're actually not in Sight Unseen. They're kind of like hired guns. We got them to come and play with us for the show. But Sight Unseen is actually just a 3-piece band.
Hey, that sounds like a good name for them, Hired Guns.
Yeah.
Tonight, Sight Unseen, featuring Hired Guns.
If you ever get a chance to watch the documentary called Hired Guns, watch it. It's all about guys like Scott and Rob who go play in different bands and get paid, but they're not actually in the band.
Yeah, I believe my dad's done that a few times and stuff. Because he plays in the bar bands.
Yeah, it's a common occurrence, even in the Christian music field, and that's what I'm in. But yeah, hired guns it's a common thing.
Yep, Tom and Johnny have played in bands in the past. Tom used to sing on the road, and Johnny here also. You did play for a while, didn't you, Johnny? Or because I remember you telling me the story about the reason why you quit singing. But before that, did you actually play in a band before you quit singing?
No. I never played in the band. I quit singing because when I was 15, my dad came down because my parents were divorced. And when you're taking a shower at that age and you sing in the shower, and I guess I didn't sound good. And I remember coming out, getting dressed, and walked out in the living room. My old man's like, "You can't sing a straight note to save your butt." And ever since then, I didn't sing at all. But back in the mid '90s, I actually used to go out with him in the band, and I would kind of roadie for him and stuff, which was pretty cool. That's how I got my beers for free and everything.
Well, you should listen to him sing now. He can sing. He can definitely sing enough.
Yes, when about what has it been already, Johnny? 2-3 years that you've been on Cafe?
Be 3 years in May.
3 years. Well, Maria first came onto the Cafe first, and she told us about Johnny and all that, and then she told us that Johnny could sing, and Johnny's like, no, I don't want to do anything, It took Maria, Julie, and everybody to convince Johnny to do it. Ever since we got Johnny to sing his very first song, we just can't get him to shut up.
Yes, I feel the love. Can you feel the love here? Yes, Hey, if you like to follow Blind Cafe Radio, especially the podcast with the Naked DJs, you can go to Anchor FM and find us on YouTube. That's right, we are on YouTube. Hey, we know it's a video site, but you know what? Audio's on there too, and it's great.
Also, you can find us on Twitter at Blind Cafe Radio, Facebook at Blind Cafe Radio, and now I would like to have John, Corey, and Brad. Can you tell everybody how to find you guys and where you guys play? I know the COVID's keeping you guys locked up right now, but if you'd like to give out some information as in where they can find you live once this all is done, or some links, or your Facebook, anything like that, off you go.
Well, we have 3 originals on SoundCloud, so you just search Sight Unseen, you can hear the originals. We have YouTube channels with videos of us playing in the bars.
Which I subscribe to, by the way.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Johnny.
And
we have no bars right now.
Now you guys are on Facebook too, right? Where you guys do stuff live every once in a while?
Yeah, not very often. We haven't done much. Usually we do that if we're all together in the same room, but we kind of can't do that right now.
Yeah, we don't have, I don't think we have a Sight Unseen Facebook page. We usually we'll use Corey's Facebook page and go live off of his or off of mine.
I was going to say, that's it. Just use the blind man.
Well, we used to do it because my parents were very interested in what was going on and what kind of shenanigans we got up to.
In other words, they were spying on you.
Well, they couldn't travel, so that was the best contact that they had was through Facebook, or else I would have never used it.
That's awesome, guys. And do you guys have any of, I know you said you have 3 of your own songs. Do you have them for sale as you could buy them as a track each, or are they just there for people to listen to?
No, they are absolutely free.
That is awesome. Now, you mentioned SoundCloud real quick. Is that where you guys can get together as in separate locations and play together as one?
No, SoundCloud is a song-sharing platform. So you can go on SoundCloud like you would go on iTunes or...
It's similar to Mixcloud, MJ.
Okay, because I know that Corey was talking about you guys are able to get together and not everything lines up all the time, but you guys are able to jam from different locations.
That's right. It's a program called Jam Kazam.
Blind, you can access the control.
Very nice.
Now, do you guys enjoy doing that, or is it just too weird sometimes to do it that way? Or are you guys ready to get back together once this whole COVID thing is over?
Oh, there's nothing like
I think we're ready to get back
in the
together.
same room. The Jam Kazam is very cool, good quality, and we can see each other through video. Well, Corey can't see us, but
yeah.
But there's nothing like playing live.
There's just a different feel.
Remember, John, when you say that, you got to wave your hand in front of your face and go, "He can't see me."
Oh, yeah. I can see John doing that on stage now when they get back together. He'll walk right up in front of Corey and do it with his hand, and he'll turn to the crowd and say, "See, he can't see me."
A neat blind trick that you can do is put your hands over Corey's ears and then go, "Guess who?"
When I first met Corey, I was standing outside in front of a bar having a smoke, and he came outside. No pain or anything. He lit up a smoke. He smoked it. He goes, "Okay, I'm going back in." He walks over to the door, opens up the door, walks in just like everybody else. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, he can see a little bit, I'm sure. And the next time I go out for a smoke, Corey comes out, he has a smoke, he turns around, he walks right into the wall.
Forgot where the door was, Corey?
I guess he really can't see then.
That is the blindness.
It's funny. Been there, done that.
I think
I smoke, but I've walked into walls.
Oh yeah, I've walked into walls.
Hey, that one was textured. I could read the writing on the wall.
All right. I can walk into the wall.
So I'll let Johnny thank you guys for coming in and all that, and then we'll let Curtis.
Thank you, Corey, John, and Brad, for coming on in and letting us interview you guys. Great to have you here. Can't wait for you guys to put another show on here for Blind Cafe, because I look forward to it. In fact, I used to joke with Corey that, yeah, I'm going to work on getting my my passport. I'll get up to Canada, and I'll sit in with you guys. And Corey's like, we'll just throw you behind the drum kit, You can spell me. And I'm like thinking, yeah, I need John kicking me in the butt, And
well, why not? If you need some extra help,
there you go.
That's a great way to do it, because you feel it physically, right?
And John, you have Dropbox with Julie. Does she have all three of your original songs? Because we'd be more than happy to put them up on YouTube for us in our channel.
She has the two that we had in the Sight Unseen show. But she could, I can send all three of them to her if she likes.
Absolutely. We'll get them up, we'll put them up on YouTube. I'll have to find out. Maybe we can put them on anchor.fm as well. I'm not sure. I think that's just more of a podcast and music. Well, what do you think, Curtis? Can we do that on that? Can you do it on yours?
If you have permission and it's original songs,
it's original.
You should definitely be able to put it on there.
Awesome. So yes, send us all.
And if
three.
they question, just get something in writing. That way, nobody can say anything.
In other words,
send us an email.
CYA. Alrighty. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on in.
Thanks, Corey. Thanks, John. Thanks, Brad.
For having us. Thanks for having us.
It's been fun, guys.
And I'd like to say thank you to all the DJs in here, Curtis, Tom, and thank you to Anchor FM and YouTube for for hosting our stuff for us too. All right, Curtis, why don't you take us on up out of here, man?
Absolutely, big last shout out and thank you to Sight Unseen for coming on the show today. Want to tell the listeners, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review after listening. Until next time, we are the Naked DJs of Blind Cafe Radio, the station that raises Cain.
Go and check out Blind Cafe Radio at blindcaferadio.com, and also follow us on Twitter at Blind Cafe Radio and on Facebook at Blind Cafe Radio. Make sure you visit our webpage at blindcaferadio.com, where you can visit our naked DJ. And this is the Blind Cafe Kangaroo, signing off.